This is the Tarot and Oracle forecast for the week of the 26th of March 2018. This is a sort of large overview of all the prevailing energies in all of our lives for the following week. So if you'd like something that's more prevalent to your own life story, or to ask questions, or that amazing soulmate reading, please contact me via the links in the description box below. We're going to start with a reading for those of you looking for love, those of you in love relationships, those of you that are interested in your relationships. Right, so I use the tea leaf fortune cards, which are my favorites at the moment. They're working very well for everybody. And the first card up is Younger Man, followed by Grapes, followed by Lightning, followed by Pineapple, followed by Wind Chimes, finishing up with a Staff. So, this week there seems to be a younger man, first and foremost, within one's love life, one's relationship life. It could be a child if you're in a marriage. It could be that you're going to get involved with a younger man, or somehow there's a younger man that has a key role in your relationships this week. Time to go out and have fun. For those of you that have children that are younger boys, I think it's time to take them out and go sailing, hiking, watching movies, whatever it is they love to do. That's a message coming through for some of you, right? For others of you, if a young man asks you out on a date, go out and have some fun. Perhaps it's a case of not needing to even think further than let's just go and have some fun. The Lightning card comes up, which is control your anger or you will be sorry, and the Pineapple says reconciliation, followed by the Wind Chimes and the Staff. So I think it's a case of there might be a bit of a tricky energy around this week where relationships are concerned. If you do go out on a date with a younger man and somehow a situation crops up that makes you feel belittled or angry, perhaps he flirts with someone else, perhaps someone flirts with him, whatever the case may be wary of how you respond to this. And the same applies if it's your son that you're taking out to have just a fun day with and he does something that really annoys you. Be aware of not taking too great reaction to whatever happens, because what happens after that is the reconciliation says perhaps you look back and you say, you know what, it wasn't that big a deal. Perhaps it pushed a button. It's probably going to push a button. And peace and harmony will be restored. So try not to have that temper thing which makes you regret what you say and do afterwards, because the Staff says you will be taken care of in difficult times. So what it is saying is, regardless of what the situation is that crops up, if this younger man annoys you, whether he's your son, whether he's someone you're dating, whatever the case may be, it might even be your daughter's boyfriend, whatever that case may be, it's fine. Don't overreact to whatever happens this week is the message coming through. Remember just to have the fun. And I think going out to have that fun is kind of a way to alleviate perhaps a tricky, heavy energy that's hanging around where relationships are concerned. I picked 3 romance angel cards as well, just to give us a little bit more insight into those of you that are now looking for relationships in particular. You get the romantic feelings, honeymoon, and keep an open mind. I think the best bet this week for any of you that are looking for relationships is actually to get out and about. If you are going away, if you're going to new places, if you're going on holiday, whatever the case may be, this is where you are most likely to find a new partner or meet a new partner. Now keep that open mind, says this person is probably going to be quite unlikely. You may even at first glance not consider them potential as a partner. You may be slightly attracted but think, you know what, this is not my type. Whatever the case may be, this person is someone different that you wouldn't usually look at as a potential partner, but keep an open mind about it. And it's not in your normal circle that this person's going to be found, but they will stir your romantic feelings. If we move on to your career, you get the fair man, the grasshopper, the well, the cobweb, dog far away, and the mule. There is definitely a bit of tricky energy around this week, kind of trickster energy, kind of like looking like a bigger problem than what it is, but it does stick. You know, it's there. It's like a bit of a thorn in your side. Once again, a fair man shows up. There's a male energy around this week. He seems to be the one that is the catalyst to a situation that crops up in all areas of your life. So either you're going to feel this more in your career sector or your relationship sector, but there he is, right? It says dealings or relationships with a man with blonde, grey or white hair. So for those of you in your career sector, this is a possibility. You will know, perhaps some of you have met this person already. Situations that in the balance that require careful handling. So this person, whomever it is that shows up in your career sector, handle them carefully, it says, right? We've already seen there's a bit of a tricky energy around there. The well says family wishes come true. The cobweb says protected from negative forces beyond your control. It's the second time that kind of energy's come in. So whatever tricky situation there is, be it in your career or your relationships, you are protected. Remember that. So try not to overreact to whatever happens or get too worried. We overreact when we get too worried, right? And that world of family wishes coming true, that's a nice one. I think it's kind of a thing that regardless of what is going on in aspects of our life, family life seems to be cruising along fairly nicely this week, which is very nice to know. The dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you, and a mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. That could be what that blonde, grey-haired, light-haired man is, that he's not prepared to compromise where you are concerned in your career sector. That dog far away followed by the cobweb, I'm wondering if it's not a friend. When I say I'm wondering, that's normally the message that's coming through. That at a distance actually provides you either with good advice, or they do something that alleviates this problem that you are having with this person that is being extremely stubborn. That's definitely a message coming through for some of you. Now, if we look at the happiness cards for this week, so happiness comes courtesy of the broom, needle and thread, and the haystack. So happiness this week comes with a new home or a new attitude. For some of you, the potential of a new home is coming up in your lives. In fact, I know quite a few people who are in the new home sort of area of their lives at the moment. They're planning them, they're going to move, whatever the case may be. For others of you, it's a new attitude. You get the opportunity to shift your attitude, to have a new attitude towards things. A needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. So for some of you, for many of you, a genuinely deep-held wish will be granted this week. It's followed by the haystack, which says karma, you will reap what you have sown. So this deep-held wish that gets granted is courtesy of some good that you have done in the past. You are rewarded for that. You then get the vulture, the spear, and the target. So there has been depression, there has been anxiety, there's been worry that people against you are not working with you. Some of you have had heartache over something which you no longer have. And others of you are very, very focused on goals. So for all of you this week, a new home, a new attitude, and a wish granted, one of those three, or all three, you never know, is what shifts those feelings for you. Right, I hope that you enjoyed that reading. I would like to repeat again, if you would like a personal or private reading, or that truly amazing soulmate reading, please contact me via the links in the description box below. Thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, and subscribing. Thank you very much.